Assistant Commissioner of Police Abayomi Shogule is in charge of the Police Complaints Unit. He challenges many of the complaints on social media as well as what he terms noise by some individuals.
Most of the complaints, most of the allegations, don't let me even say they are complaints. You know, most of the noise coming regarding issue of SARS are mainly coming from Lagos State. Maybe because people in Lagos have, or more people in Lagos have access to internet facilities than other people in Nigeria, or maybe because of the financial or commercial activities, high commercial activities in Lagos, or maybe because most of the media, online media platforms are based in Lagos, you know. But the thing is, what I want to ask is, because like there is a young man who is claiming he has over 40,000 complaints regarding ENDSARS complaints. He's claiming he has over 40,000. And the simple question is, if you have over 40,000 complaints in court, how many of such have you taken to the courts? Courts are still working in Nigeria. How many of such cases have you taken to the courts for redress?
This matters.
Of course, yes. Of course, some have done that in the past, and some cases the court has awarded damages that police should pay damages, and some cases the court has thrown out the cases having lacked merit. So you can, if you have any issue with the police, you can completely disregard reporting to the police and go straight to the court. Why are people not going to the courts? Because they don't have the evidence or the facts they will use to pursue their cases in court. In fact, unfortunately, Nigerian lawyers are more active on social media than they should be active in courts nowadays. You see a lawyer tweeting about violence on social media where he can actually do a pro bono case in court instead of doing a pro bono case, because part of the things they will use to give you SAN, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, you must have done some cases for people free of charge. Instead of young lawyers going to court to pursue career or to improve on their profession by taking such cases to court, if you believe it is a case, they would rather prefer to come to social media and be typing all sorts of things, you know. So the courts are there, and thank God the courts are working, and so far so good. So far so good. The judiciary is completely independent of the executive arms of government. So the fact that people are not going to court, I think, should be enough reason for us not to take them serious.
From our own hand, we're working on a class action to cover all these atrocities. So we're going to gather all the people. The process is already in place. But of course, we are looking at the multi-strategy, where we're going to invite the National Assembly, formally petition and ask for a public hearing. That one is ongoing. There's also an online petition that citizens are signing. We have over 30-something thousand people who have already signed that. We are targeting 50,000. We're also looking at the option of petitioning the International Criminal Court on seeing how they can investigate some of these atrocities and bring them to book. What we are asking for is that the ENDSARS, the SARS operatives and the SARS unit should be ended, and a better and a more reformed unit should be should be put in place of this unit. A unit that respects human rights, rules of engagement should be put in place. We know that there will be a vacuum once this program and this unit is ended, but of course, let them put a better and well-trained unit. When the SARS operatives come out, the society is meant to understand that the professionals are out. The armed robbers are meant to assess that they cannot combat with these people. But what we have now is that we have these operatives just going out, cornering young man and woman, carrying laptops and things like that, and extorting them of huge sum of money. So we want them to act like SWAT, the Special Weapons and Tactics team of other crimes, and they should just come out when need be. When there is violent crimes, that is when they draft them out and they go back in. Let the regular police officer handle the normal surveillance and the normal programs. We have the Rapid Response Squad of Lagos State. We've never had any complaint about this unit. Although they are everywhere, we've never had any complaint. These are units that are civil, that people trust. Of course, the SARS unit will also be a sort of go-to like that people can easily relate with, not that we have to fear them. The human rights, once you don't respect the human rights, it is a big issue that it will always trickle down to other aspects of human endeavor. Now, an average person who is driving, whenever he sees a police officer, he's traumatized. I once had the story of one of the person we invited to our office. He said whenever he sees a police, he's already traumatized, even though he hasn't done anything wrong, but he doesn't know what they can go do, because some of the SARS units will just point gun at you and like, come down and put you in the vehicle. So these are some of the issues that we are trying to remedy and advocate against.
To further calm the nerves of Nigerians on the issue, the force encourages Nigerians to use the Public Complaint Rapid Response Unit, which seeks to expose erring officers and bring order to the force. Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has also been vocal on the ENDSARS campaign and recently released what he themed using the law to curb the excesses of SARS. In his write-up, he, among other things, says that, however, it is germane to draw the attention of the Nigerian people to the provisions of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, which, if implemented, can put an end to the atrocities of SARS and other law enforcement agencies. For instance, the law has banned the police from subjecting criminal suspects to torture or degrading or inhuman treatment. The law has also prohibited the police from dabbling into debt recovery and other civil matters. The arrest of any person by the police in lieu of a criminal suspect has also been banned. Most importantly, the fundamental right of suspects to consult their lawyers before making statement has been recognized and protected. End of quote. Well, that's our story for this episode. We would like to get your reaction to the ENDSARS campaign and other issues through any of our social media platforms. I'm Ini John McFarland.